Welcome to Papillion UnScripted, the place to go to hear from people who truly help make Papillion feel like home. A couple of guys joining us now who both are better golfers than you are. Mark Schulte joining us from Eagle Hills, and also Evan Erickson from Terry Hills joining us here. How you guys doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Do you play a lot of golf? Because I've met a couple pros that do so many other things that they don't get a chance to actually go out and play a lot. Do you play a lot?
We do not. We do not.
That's counterintuitive.
We got into this business loving golf, and then we got into the business, and now we watch people play golf.
That sounds like a good way to do it. How often? When's the last time you played golf?
I played
Played 18.
middle of September.
Wow.
Middle of September.
We're taping this in November in case people don't
Yep.
know when this airs. And what about you?
I actually golfed on Sunday.
Oh, good for you. Lay it down.
Yeah. I got out. Yeah.
Did you golf on your course?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, okay.
No, I love Eagle, I love Terra, but you
Yeah.
know, sometimes on my days off, I want to get away.
How do you get into this business? How did it happen for you?
I kind of got in just through knowing somebody and trying to get a free ticket back from Arizona. Went to school down there and kind of got into the business backwards. I was always a good golfer and just kind of learned the business and kind of rolled with it. And 14 years later, here I am.
Wow. 8 years for you at Terra?
8 years full time. I started as a cart kid, actually at Eagle when I was 16.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been around these two golf courses about half my life.
Wow. How did you originally get
Just
there?
starting at Eagle, played golf a lot growing up. Started working at a small 9-hole country club in town that actually closed recently, and then from there, made my way back to the city of Papillion.
Born in Nebraska?
Born and raised in Papillion, actually.
In Papillion?
Yep.
Wow, so you haven't gone very far.
No.
Yeah. And then you went out to Arizona.
But
Born
I was
from here?
born and raised in Millard,
Okay.
so I'm not too far away either.
No, not at all. What was it in Arizona? Was it school?
Yeah, school. Yep, Scottsdale Community College. Did a little bit of golf there, and then spent a couple semesters at Arizona State, and then ran out of money.
And then figured a way to come home?
Yep.
All right, give me the first thing you think of when someone says, what's different about Terry Hills than other places?
What's
As a
different?
course. There's
As
a lot of
course,
courses in the metro. Yeah, what's
it's,
different?
It's the character. It's the tree line, the houses, the wildlife, the geese. It should be almost Geese Hills sometimes. Same with Eagle.
Yeah.
Take completely over everything else. And location. We are very well located. Eagle kind of gets the back end of that a little bit. People feel that that's out of town.
Yeah.
Out of the way. So we catch a lot of traffic just from that, being right off the interstate.
You mentioned the tree line and the houses. How dangerous is it for people's homes there at Terra?
How
Like,
what?
dangerous? Is it for
Dangerous?
them? Yeah.
I mean, there are definitely some houses that we do have issues with where they get hit. A lot of it anymore is people walking through the yards or driving their cars through the yards, not understanding property lines.
Yeah.
So we're always educating.
Yeah. And
On
you don't
what?
necessarily have that issue, right?
On the front nine we do.
What, hitting it on the
Yeah,
road?
yeah. Not like Evan at Terra when there's houses on every hole, but yeah, we get a few houses hit on the front nine, you know, and some like Evan was saying, you know, it's people get a few sodas in them or beverages,
Right.
and they just walk all over, and you know, so. But as far as Eagle though, our back nine, it's our course is a tale of two nines.
Oh, definitely.
You know, our front's very similar kind of house line, but the back is very unique, you know, next to the Berry Farm, and so the back has a lot of character, so that's as far as difference between the golf courses. But
What's the hole with the electric line that goes over that everybody hits on the back nine?
well, there's a couple. You can 16 from the backs, and then everyone hates 11.
No, 11 I think is the one I'm thinking of.
11, yeah.
Isn't there a lot of like dead area there?
There's like a marsh there, and it's just a long par 5, and just nobody likes it.
What's your favorite nine? Is it the front or the back?
Oh, I like the back because it has a lot of character. It's different, you know. It's
target
it's a
golf.
shot maker's kind of nine. So
Yeah. And so you started playing there when you were young. Is back nine your
Back
favorite as
nine's
well?
always been my favorite. It's target golf.
Yeah, and it also just has that. It gives you, if you're not playing well, say you start in the back, or you're not playing well. At least you know that a next nine is coming up. That's a completely different course.
Yes, yeah, and that's where I'm surprised when people say, "Oh, I don't like playing Eagle Hills," or it's like, why? You get two different nines.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. That's where I first started playing when I first got here. My
Yep.
father-in-law was a member of it. He took me over there all the
Oh, yeah.
time.
Yep.
Loved it. It was a great course.
Great customer service.
Yeah. Well, it's also not easy, right? Keeping that course
Yeah.
looking good. Obviously, you guys have people
Oh,
there
we
that
got
are
a
great at it, but
great-
it's not easy
yeah.
keeping the course looking great.
No,
No.
no. Especially nowadays, you know, the supply and demand and all that, but we got a great staff, and they do wonders out there.
Yeah.
Just wonders.
It's
So-
not easy because, I mean, obviously you're dealing with living organisms,
Mhm.
the trees, the
Exactly.
bushes, the grass,
Yeah.
and all that, and also living organisms, people who can't play very well,
Yes.
tearing up your course as well. It's not easy.
Yeah, well, and they don't have the time that they would like to do it because we're busy.
Yeah.
And in order to make
gotta-
money and to stay afloat, we have to be open
Work around
extended
the golf.
hours, so they have to work around golf a lot.
Between you two guys, over almost 25 years of
Mhm.
doing this kind of stuff, were you surprised at what happened with COVID, with the amount of people turning back to golf, and what's happened since then? I mean, it's still the same way. It's hard to get on a course now.
It was definitely kind of a shock for everybody that, we're gonna get locked down and then all of a sudden, what can we do in golf? We've never turned away so much play, just from being so busy. And then during COVID, we were restricted.
Sure. Yeah. Was it like that for you guys? To
Yeah,
the point where
I
every
kinda-
day was packed.
Yeah, I knew deep down we weren't gonna shut down or nothing, and
Yeah.
I was somewhat surprised, but at the same time happy. It brought out a whole different, genre of
Collective,
golfers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it firsthand as far as the golf and everything, but it's good. It's safe. You can come outside and
Yeah.
get out. So, yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, we saw Rob this week, and he said that the two biggest things was Tiger Woods,
Mhm.
which got people going out, right?
Yep.
All different people going
Yep.
out, and then now this COVID
Yeah.
is the
Yep.
only two things he's ever seen like this.
Yeah,
Yep.
he always says this is the business in the 90s. This
Mhm.
was late 90s golf. He hadn't seen it with less golf courses, or at that time,
Right.
being
right.
open, so.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's been wild.
What in terms of what are you seeing in terms of the age group? Are we seeing younger people coming in? 'Cause I know at one point it felt like it was people that had the time and the money who were over 40, but now are there younger people? What are you seeing?
Yeah, a few more.
Yeah.
You see more, people in their 30s and 40s.
Mhm.
A lot of people working from home.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Going by. You get a few, younger, teens and stuff, but a lot of people who just taking up the game midway through their life.
Yeah.
I feel so. Trying to get out of the house. Working from home. So. That's what I've seen firsthand.
Yeah.
We
You
still
you
have
always
the
get
good
our
senior
seniors.
collective.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
always,
we
get
always
our,
have the
our
senior
seniors.
collective.
But
Well, it's the best thing about retiring.
exactly.
You have permanent tee time.
Yeah, pretty
Every day
much,
if you
yeah,
want,
and that's the people that are playing on, days like today.
Yeah.
I see some people at Eagle. I see more than than my wife.
Oh,
I
really?
see them 5 days a week.
Yeah, and you have babies.
Exactly.
What in terms of you were talking about the amount of people and the people who are showing up. What is kind of the cutoff for Nebraska, or is there even a cut? Is it just snow on the ground? What's the cutoff for people playing?
For us, it's snow. I mean, if it's above, 36 or 7 degrees and there's no soak cover and the grass and the maintenance department's good, we're open.
A lot of public golf courses.
Yep.
Some of the country clubs obviously cover their greens
Right.
and close for the winter. But if it's above freezing and it's golfable, we'll be open.
We're
I
there.
mean, we usually tell people we're only closed Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
For sure.
And last year, Rob wanted to open on Christmas.
Because it was that nice.
It was that nice. If you
I
remember
look
last year.
back and we had 140 golfers on Christmas Eve last year.
Yep.
Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
at both golf courses.
Yep.
What is something that you'd like to see added? Obviously, we're coming up on kind of an off season
Yeah.
where you do work and move some things around if you can. What would you like to see added to Terra?
Maintenance is going to be doing a lot of stuff. That golf course is, front nine was like 1981 opened. The back nine was built in 94. A lot of aging on that. Sprinkler system's going to happen. Our poor maintenance department's in a hole 3 days a week. A lot of that. We are getting a new cart fleet eventually, whenever the manufacturer can supply them
Yeah.
to us. So that's the main thing, is that we need to put money back into the golf course since we've been abusing it for so many years.
Yeah. What about you guys?
I think it's just an ongoing battle with what we're doing as far as food and beverage. The way the Eagle was built, you don't have the space to put in a hood fan and a grill.
Yeah.
So I think we're losing a little bit of money on outside catering. So I know it's not going to happen, but I wish that we could do something as far as putting something in and back and doing more food options for golf outings and daily play. so forth.
There is some new technologies that that Rob and the gang are looking at.
Different kinds of
that don't require the hoods and
Right.
things of that sort that we can
I don't think people
expand our
understand
menu.
There are so many rules that the organizations, whether it's an OSHA or whatever, they have all these different rules for you to have air sucked out of there and all kind of things. So it makes it difficult just to be able to put a kitchen in.
And expensive.
And expensive. Yeah.
So put the hood in, it's gonna be expensive.
You guys have that single rider we did a story on for people who are disabled or just can't get out there like they want to. What kind of use are you getting out of that? And could you see us even maybe needing a second one if the way it's going?
Actually, a lot of positive feedback from what we did, and a lot of people calling. Had a couple people come out via Offutt, disabled, and went around our academy course because they saw the video. It's I think the more and more we get it out there, I think we'll probably need for a second one. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really remarkable if you didn't see the story. It allows someone who had been in an accident, a car accident, didn't have use to their legs, to go out there and play a full 18 all over the course. Give it a go pretty much anywhere. It's almost like a four-wheel drive a little bit, the way it gets places, and swings out the seat. It really makes it amazing.
I've had friends who've been golfing their whole life like me who, reached out. It's like, wow, it's like, people just don't know. I mean, we just got to get the word out, and I think a lot more would come to the golf course, and absolutely, might as well get two for Tara as well.
No doubt, doing for Tara as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we used it every once in a while.
Give me your best group story. A group that went out there that maybe you were with or that you watched that had a great round over at Tara.
So I wasn't a part of the group, but one of our old teaching professionals, Mike Stolarski, probably has the course record at Tara. I think one day he went out and made a couple birdies on the front nine, and then went to the back and birdied every single hole in the back nine.
What? So like in the 50s he finished?
I think he was a
59,
59, I think is what he shot.
Wow.
Him and one of the other professionals in town were just playing. So I mean, there is a lot of good golf that goes on around here.
Yeah. All I can picture is Caddyshack with the priest going through having this is the
Yeah.
greatest round of my life.
Yeah. That happens whenever you have inclement weather. Just think that's happening at one of our golf
That
courses.
is definitely
somebody's out
yes.
trying to play at that probably.
That is awesome. What about for you?
I was golfing with some friends, and my buddy actually it was Tara, hit a shot, and it hit the collar, and it went towards the hole, and he thought it went in, and we all thought it went in, and he did a barrel roll and sprained his ankle.
Oh no.
And we went up to the green, and it lipped out. And so pure euphoria for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And a sprained ankle, and I'm pretty sure he two-putted for a par. So.
No, he didn't.
So it was. I think we were laughing for a good 10 minutes. I think the next 2 holes, just laughing at him because he missed a high five. He did a barrel roll, injured his, and then he made a par.
Yeah, I think high fives are dangerous.
They
I
are.
tell people all the time,
Especially
you don't break a
jumping
finger.
off the ground.
Yeah.
I mean,
or you definitely don't want to jump.
No, yeah, he was.
You don't want to. Do that.
Yeah, it was still to this day probably one of the funnier moments I've ever seen on the golf course.
That's awesome. You obviously grew up around here. We always ask people, is there something in Papillion or the surrounding area that you would like to highlight? Something that you think is really cool, whether it's an event or a place that you would like to highlight?
It's Winter Wonderland.
Oh yeah.
Downtown when it gets lit up, my 3 daughters just love it when we drive through downtown. They're just always, when are the lights coming? That's what my 5-year-old was asking me the other day. When are the lights going to turn on? Because she can see them putting them up. So
right.
It's the Winter Wonderland. That's really grown over the last few years, big time.
Yeah.
Tony and his crew do a great job with that.
They're amazing. 8,000 lights they've put up, and there's some this morning.
They're doing them out right now.
Yeah.
That's actually was going to be my answer. I love it, especially with 2 kids under 4. I mean, it's the best.
Yeah.
So, but there's so much fun stuff to do in this town. To the old market. I mean, going up to Standing Bear Lake. I mean, it's just going to Chalco. I mean, I used to hike Chalco all the time.
Yeah.
So Chalco is kind of close to me. So I love it.
Last question, most important question. Which of the 2 courses is the better course?
Oh, definitely Eagle Hills.
Yeah, it's totally Tara. I mean, we always fight about
It's
this.
definitely Eagle Hills.
It's called the lesser of 2 golf courses.
The
It's Eagle
customer
Hills.
service alone is outstanding. I mean, our amenities.
Oh yeah.
They're both great because they're both so different.
Yeah.
They both have their identities, but it's great working with them, and we kind of go back and forth.
Right.
So
it is competitive.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're always.
oh yeah, we
Checking
always,
numbers and stuff to see.
Oh,
how-
absolutely. He
Rounds.
lets me know if he does more rounds than me, and
Do a nice scoreboard check
Oh, yeah.
every now and again.
He's got an outing with more golfers. He'll say.
But it
something.
takes longer to go around Eagle Hills, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and I always
basically.
tell them that because
Because they can have more people.
well, and they're par 70.
Oh, a
So
little short
that's
course.
2 less shots.
Our customers need 2 less shots.
That's 2 less shots. So that
Yeah.
could be 20 minutes.
Yeah, but do you have a good kitchen? You don't either.
No,
So
we're,
you
we're pretty
can't-
much,
can't go back
our
with that.
space is limited
Yeah.
up there. We're
Yeah,
a hot dog and a,
Yep. Hot dog and a wrap.
yep.
Yeah, and that's what, look, most of us eat in turn.
Yep.
And
It's
what's
nothing
better than
better
having
than a hot dog.
Nothing
Well,
better
that's,
than a hot
yeah,
dog in turn.
and that's where we kind of have to reel ourselves in sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Guys, I appreciate you coming
Absolutely.
in. It's
Thanks for
awesome.
having
I
us.
love the competition you guys have
Oh, yeah.
between the two
Oh, yeah.
courses.
Yeah, just do it
Gotta
again.
keep it
It's pretty
lively.
awesome. Yeah, thanks. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Join us again next time when we again speak with someone who truly helps make Papillion feel like home.